What is up, everyone? Adam here, bringing you some more SuperCard action. So today is the launch of Clash of Champions, so we're going to jump into that in a little bit. First up, quickly jump into the store, check out what packs there are, and then on to Clash of Champions. So, in the store today, nothing new, no. So we've got the top 10 pack, which we've had before, the New Look pack and the Pirate Treasure pack, all repeated packs, sorry. So, top 10 is Random Superstar, Wrestlemania 36 to Neon, 10 of them, and 600 Delta, 1500 credits. Not a bad pack, especially if you're trying to save up for that Christian. 10 Superstars at 150 each. And then you see the Delta as a bonus. That's alright. Yeah, I don't think that's too bad of a pack. And then the New Look pack, gear, train-up cards, and 900 Delta. I'm a little bit wary because gear pulls off the board quite easily. I think it's a waste of credits buying a gear pack, to be honest with you. And then we have the Pirate Treasure pack, so anyone looking to catch up on any of the fusions, jump in, grab a few of them packs, and away you go. So we've got them. Right, Clash of Champions. Right, so I've done the first initial tutorial round, and I've got to say I quite like the mode. I know a lot of people are unhappy about the fact that it's got bouts, but we'll jump into it and see how it plays. I'm surprised that Shawn Michaels has actually got more points than Bret Hart, considering the amount of people that were claiming to pick Bret Hart. I like the opening thing, that loading screen, the Clash of Champions. I think that's pretty cool. Right, so you're granted 5 of your deck. You'll get bonus points if you get bonus points for the more cards you have left over. You only get two rounds, so I could use all 5 cards twice over. It kind of works a bit like Elimination Chamber, where, say for instance, so me Edge, on average, is about 2.1 million each stat. So if I used him first and faced, say, a Royal Rumble that had 1.5 million each stat, that would leave Edge for the second round with only 600,000 per stat. So you've got to be careful and use a bit of strategy, because you pick what stats are used, but you don't pick what cards are used. So I'm going to use a peek. Right. So I know that them two are not the champion. I'm going to pick this card. Right, not the champion. But it is a WrestleMania 34 with 2.3 million. That's nice. Right, so I know straight away I can't use Edge or The Rock because they won't win. If he picks them, I'll automatically lose, then they'll be knocked out. So my best bet is probably Power, because I don't want to use a double stat and eliminate them unnecessarily. So if I pick Power, it then randomly selects a card from me 5, and that's the card that I'll face off against them. So as you defeat cards, it unlocks, I think it's the card adjacent to them. I might be wrong, but I know that card and that card are not the champion. So if I pick this card, right, so again, I want to try and go for the 1 stat just to limit. Right. He's actually going to knock out my Rock, which means that I won't have the Rock in the second round. And I'll have to use another card to defeat him, but he also loses his stats. So if we pick, we got 2.4, 2.3. So if we go for speed, hopefully it's going to pick Xavier Woods or Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns. Oh, he actually wins. Oh god. That is not good. But now that his speed and charisma are low, I can use speed and charisma, and even if it gets me edge, which it did, that was the best case scenario, the edge won't get knocked out. Right, so I'm going to go with this card. Again, I'm only going to try and use, I'll go for speed. 1 stat, so I'm saving as many stats as possible for the second round. So you can choose to pay to restore your cards, but we're not going to do that. So I'm going to pick, again, not the thing, so don't want to go with speed, I'm going to go with power. Right, power, perfect. Right, so he's had power taken down. So if we go with speed and charisma. Because he procced, I think he's actually, yeah, he has. Which means I can't actually win this. So you can choose to continue for 100 credits. I think that only gives you 1 more card, whereas this gives you all your cards back. So if I do no thanks, now the champion doesn't move. So I gain points for that, 30 points, proceed. And if I use another bout now, get these picks out the way. My cards. I forgot we actually got a Mark Coffee pull. Get him trained up because then he'll be a pro as well. That's fine. Oh. Right, so we know that the champion isn't the top right and it isn't the center card. So that means that I've got an entire set of rounds for just the 2 cards, the bottom right and the bottom middle. I think. I'm sure that said that it's how it worked before. So let's... So pick toughness. This hand is a lot better. Apart from the cane, pretty much every round's going to be a win. So if I do the P, so we know that them two aren't. Right, power. Right, so yeah, I'm pretty sure that the champion stays for the level. Once the champion's set, it's always there. I'm sure that's how it's working. Let's go toughness. Right, Roman Reigns shouldn't have a problem with this. Boom. Right, so for 3 points for every card left on the board, 15 for the game complete, and defeating the champion gets me 50 points. Quickly pick through these. Right. That is surprising, like, Shawn Michaels winning by so much, but rank 20,000, so we're going to have to work a lot harder and a lot faster to get up there. Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised about the current scores, because you've got Shawn Michaels in the lead and Bret Hart. Most people seem to have wanted to pick Bret Hart that I saw on Twitter, and a surprising amount of people are playing it, considering how much backlash you then got on Twitter as well. But yeah, so we're going to continue our grind with this. I'm going to leave you off with a Fusion pack opening from earlier today. As always, stay safe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Just a quick one, let's get this Fusion opened. How long is left on this? So this is potentially going to be one of our last ones. It's not too bad. And the portrait's really cool. Let's grind more pieces. By the time, I have a feeling by the time I get all the pieces, I might have enough time for 2, maybe 1 more Fusion, because the drop rate has been appalling for me.